Women who are conservative tend to be cagey around answering how they voted, or say they are, quote, not very political and feign being moderate. Honestly, all conservative folks can have a tendency to do this if they think their honest answer won't be well received. It's true. Conservatives will keep it to themselves if they believe that they are in the presence of someone who may answer or react violently.
Yeah, they want to, keep their skin, keep their jobs,
They want their skin on them, not to become your suit. How to spot a conservative woman. According to BuzzFeed. So I saw this article. I was like, okay, who's writing this? And I realized it's a black guy. And then I realized all the things that they write are meant to be like negative. So actually, I wish we had this stinger that we're saying the same thing now that I think about it.
Wait, let's talk about vibrators. Give me a second.
Yeah, well,
I'll grab
How to spot a conservative woman? She doesn't have a gourd full of bees.
there you go.
Well, or she doesn't protest ICE with a bunch of dildos, and she still likes men.
Yeah, she's doing things that mean something.
You got that
Anyway.
stinger, Toolman?
Yeah.
Sting me.
All right, so hold on a second. I'll set this up.
There we go.
Okay, guys, we're all gonna. Come on, you son of a bitch. All right, let's get this on track. How to Spot a Conservative Woman was it was an article written on BuzzFeed, and I thought, hey, who's writing this? Turns out it was a black guy in this week's installment of We're Saying the Same Thing.
We're saying the same thing.
All saying the same thing.
I said the exact same thing.
So check the references as we provide every day, weekdays, 11 a.m. Eastern. So they want you to identify the secret signs that a woman may be conservative. Now, keep in mind, this is written by seemingly a black guy. I don't know fully black. It's just the name, minority guy.
It's a he, him.
It's a he, him.
Yeah.
And they want you to view this negatively. And then we're going to get into the concept of synonyms and antonyms at the end of this. So I want you to read this and just kind of put yourself in the headspace of those who are agreeing with this article. How to spot a conservative woman, which is a bad thing, and these are some secret signs. So some tips in there from if you want to take relationship advice, a 40-year-old non-binary person from Texas wrote, women who are conservative tend to be cagey around answering how they voted, or say they are, quote, not very political and feign being moderate. Honestly, all conservative folks can have a tendency to do this if they think their honest answer won't be well received. Yeah, that's very interesting that you say that. I've said this for a long time. If someone in Hollywood says, I don't want to discuss politics or that's not my role, it means they most likely lean right, because it's only a net benefit in the monolith that is Hollywood to speak out as a leftist. This also tells you, when he goes, it may not be well received, it's true. Conservatives will keep it to themselves if they believe that they are in the presence of someone who may answer or react violently.
Yeah, they want to, keep their skin, keep their jobs,
They want their skin on them, not to become your suit.
Right.
It might be poorly received. And women try to be more agreeable. That's the problem. Women try to be more agreeable, and so they'll probably keep it to themselves. 29-year-old woman from Salt Lake City wrote, if a woman doesn't like the Barbie movie or Taylor Swift, ask why. This is great that this is how you're screening for fundamental values.
Why the hell don't you like Taylor Swift?
Yeah. Because I don't. Because I'm like a huge portion of population Earth. How about that? Usually that will give you your answer. It's okay to have different tastes. Well, thank you, mighty gracious of you. But if the reason you don't like them is specifically that they are overtly feminist or for women and girls, then we have a problem. So this must be a lesbian, right? From Salt Lake City?
It's got to be a lesbian.
So it's a problem.
Yeah, it's a problem.
If you're a conservative woman, then we have it's not like how to spot one, it's how to spot the problem.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what are they going to do next? Exterminate it?
Actually, not liking feminism is great in my book.
Well, again, but not from BuzzFeed. You have to understand,
No,
from their perspective, these are cardinal sins.
Yeah.
Someone who was anonymous wrote, if she gives girls smaller servings of food than she gives to the boys. First off, I don't know that happens. Second, if it does, she could just be keeping it for herself. Let's be honest. That's one of thank you, Toolman. Yeah,
It's right on it.
What's wrong with me?
Yeah, they're not giving her enough, huh?
Don't worry, she'll take it.
Slide a
Where does
glizzy
this
over
happen? Now, are the girls smaller? Are the girls younger? Do they eat less? I have a twin boy, twin girl. My son eats more. I know it's a crazy notion. He eats more, and so I tend to give him larger portions because I try not to give them a portion that they can't finish. With kids, it seems insurmountable, and I just look at it and move it around. So I give them what I know they will finish, and then potentially second helpings. She gets a slightly smaller portion because she almost never finishes it anyway. Oh, this is the part where we ignore biology. Got it. That's the through line here. Ignore biology. Let's just call innate human characteristics. Let's just call it a warning sign or a red flag. Here's another hot take. A 63-year-old man from Oregon. A 63-year-old man from Oregon is giving a tip on BuzzFeed on how to spot conservative women. Think about this for a second.
He still uses AOL.
Yeah, my mom is a almost 63-year-old woman, and she doesn't know what BuzzFeed is.
Yeah, it's just everything about that phrase is wrong. If this is where you are going for advice, he wrote this. He wrote, one red flag is when you get in their car with them, and when they turn it on, there's an AM talk show with Michael Savage or Sean Hannity on the radio. That's not a red flag. That's not a red flag. It's not, and by the way, it's not secret. It just means they listen to that. That's their political persuasion. Like these people act like they're cracking a code, like they're Columbo. Like, that wouldn't be Sean Hannity on the radio, would it? Like, yeah, it is.
But I don't listen to that. No.
He said, my ex would usually turn it off and say something like, I listen to NPR too, but the reality is I never heard NPR on her radio. Here's the thing, too. Let's, again, go along with this logic. NPR, I believe, was 92% of employees at NPR, I'm going by rote here, donated directly and exclusively to the Democratic Party. 92%. They receive a lot of their funding, obviously, federally, and NPR leans incredibly left. Would they have a problem if someone exclusively listened to NPR? And do you think that NPR is somehow less biased on the left than AM radio is on the right for most people? Do you think that MS Now or CNN is less biased toward the left than Fox News is toward the right? Like, do you think Blue Sky is less biased on the left than X would be on the right? And by the way, by bias, I mean just everyone is free to post. This is what they use as their logic. If the problem was, I hope that I have someone who's politically educated, so I hope they're actually absorbing information from all sides, like we do. The references we provide tend to be left-leaning because we don't want you to be in an echo chamber. That's not what the left wants. The left, if you look at this advice, the first one is they might keep it quiet if they know it'll be ill-received. They want to silence and suppress anyone who doesn't share their point of view. They shoot, they kill, they maim, they run over with cars. They want to suppress information that they don't agree with. It's not about collecting information from as many resources as possible to make the best inference you can. They just don't want half of this country to exist. 48-year-old man from Texas wrote, sometimes a sign is if she says she loves, quote, masculine men.
Well, I guess we found the twink.
Yeah.
And no one at BuzzFeed just said, hold on a second, this may not be good advice. In other words, we may not want to tar and feather all women who like men who are masculine, because I don't know if you guys know this. I know this might be surprising to you. All women since the beginning of time have tended to prefer men being masculine. Yeah. But that's the quiet part out loud, isn't it?
It's intentional.
Yeah.
This is not, it's not what it seems. This is a guidebook. This is hey, ladies, just so you know, if you listen to AM radio, we will judge you and we will not be with you. If you like masculine men,
well, let's go. Okay, so masculine men. A synonym for that would just be once upon a time men. But let's go the antonym route. Okay, so then if they're saying masculine men, right, this is a red flag. This is a warning sign. If a woman likes masculine men, according to BuzzFeed, that's a red flag. All right, so that's bad. So then the positive, right, an antonym to masculine men would be feminine men. And that's the point. There is no LGBTQ AAIP without feminism. It's all part of this unholy mutation, doing away with the idea of men and women. Why? Because they're Marxists and they hate the nuclear family and they hate strong communities because stronger communities are more difficult to control. This isn't a logical leap. Someone who says, I think it's a problem for a woman to like masculine men, that's someone who doesn't want relationships to be reproductive in nature. It's that simple. It's evil. It truly is evil. It is a perversion of the natural in all facets. Oh, you're still here watching this on YouTube? There's no more. It's over. Just like YouTube. YouTube is over. It's not a thing anymore. How many Seth Meyers clips do you need? Head on over to Rumble. Follow me there. Live on weekdays at 11 a.m. Eastern, where we can actually speak freely and don't have to self-censor. YouTube it's really not a thing. Like, you ever seen one of those towns that maybe was like a mining town, or maybe they made some kind of alloy? You say, hey, I wonder what they did in this town. It takes a while to find a person who can tell you what they did in that town, and even then you don't fully understand it. That's YouTube. YouTube is that town. So go to Rumble.